What's going on, guys? Welcome back to some Xenoverse 2. Quickly, I just wanted to apologize for not uploading for 3 to 4 days. Just because I ran out of creative juices, I guess. But I'm back after this little break. So I'm going to show you guys something really cool that I found out. And I stumbled upon this, and I haven't seen a video about it. So I want to make a video about it. So if we go into the parallel quest and into the new quest that we got in the DLC, sadly you do need the first DLC pack in order to acquire this new cool thing, I like to call it. So if we look at mission 102, there's the Z-Soul called I'll Make You Regret That. So why am I talking about that Z-Soul right about now? Z-Soul. It's called Super Soul, right? I'm just going to call it a Z-Soul. So talking about that Z-Soul is because it gives you a bonus in Super Saiyan. So if I could pull it up for you guys right about now, it'd be really nice. So as you guys can see right now, it's Kaba's Z-Soul. In Super Saiyan mode, you get a normal attack bonus XL and a boost in melee attacks in medium, which is really nice for characters like mine, which are strikers. So if you guys can see my Z-Soul, I mean my QQ Bang. So I got a really good QQ Bang, and it's plus 5 health, -2 in key, plus 5 stamina in basic, -3 in strike supers, and -5 in key supers. And here are my attribute points. So I have 30 in health, strike supers, and ki blast supers. And in ki and stamina I have 42, and basic attack is 125. I still have 46 attribute points I could use, but currently as I was testing it, I did not use any of these, as you guys could see. So let's get into it. So if I could get into training really quickly, I'm going to show you guys 3 different things. So I'm going to go over all the Super Saiyans and what's the best one that goes with the Z-Soul. I will tell you guys that at the end, and I'll further explain my reasoning later on. So without the Z-Soul, I'm just going to do a basic combo and basic triangle combo and do Super God Fist and Justice combination, just because those are the more frequent moves I've seen. So basic 4-hit combo does 38-86, and if we Super God Fist, which does 17-78, and I'm gonna quickly Justice combination. These are all controlled stats, so everything should be fine. So I hit 59-26 with Justice combination at normal state. So I'm gonna power up to Super Saiyan real quick, and I'm basically gonna do the same thing over again. I'm gonna go through the regular triangle combo, which now we do is 42-72, and Super God Fist, which is 19-56. And if I could power up a little more, I could show you guys Justice combination while being in Super Saiyan state, and that's going to be 65-15. So I'm going to try to put these numbers in the description below, so hopefully I remember to do that. Alright, so now we're into Super Saiyan 2. Basic triangle combo and 44-67. Super God Fist 20-45, and Justice combination, which should be 68-13. Alright, so these are all control stats at the moment that I'm showing you guys, and I'm going to compare the controlled to what we get at the end of the video. So basic triangle combo with Super Saiyan 3 does 46-61, And Super God Fist 21, 34, and Justice Combination, which should do around 71, 12. So that's the stats that we got. Those are our controlled stats. So now I'm going to switch over to a new, basically the same character, but with the Super Soul equipped. And I'm going to go through it again. Just so you guys know, the normal state stats don't change at all. So hopefully you guys don't mind me skipping over that again, just because it does get quite boring, if I don't say so myself. So I'm going to waste a little key, just so I could go Super Saiyan immediately. Alright, so boom, we are Super Saiyan, and the Z-Soul is active. So now we do the basic triangle combo, which does way more than it did before, which is 50-49. That's an insane increase. And Super God Fist 21-34. Not that bad. Not that bad. So if you guys pay attention to that Super God Fist, basically me being in Super Saiyan right now with the Z-Soul equipped, I basically do the same amount of damage if I was in Super Saiyan 3 state and not using the Z-Soul. So that's a huge increase. Same thing goes with Justice Combination. Everything else is basically the same. So let's test out Super Saiyan 2 real quickly. Okay, 52-43 Super God Fist. Triple twos and a 3 at the end, and Justice Combination, which should do around 74-10. That's what Justice Combination does with the Z-Soul at being at the state of Super Saiyan 2. So if we pump it up to Super Saiyan 3, do the basic 4-hit, the 5-hit triangle combo, we now do 54-38. So you guys don't need to remember these numbers, I forgot to mention that earlier. So let's continue on. Super God Fist 23-12, and Justice Combination, which, there we go, 77-00. That is a big increase. So in case you guys are wondering how extensively I tested this, I tested it as a Super Saiyan, obviously. I did test it as Future Saiyan, which does basically the same amount of damage of regular Super Saiyan. So with this Z-Soul, you're basically going to do enough damage as a Super Saiyan 3 without it, which is really nice. And that's only if you guys have a negative stat in your ki, which can be an issue at times. But if you guys have enough ki to go, if you guys have 5 ki bars, I should say, if you guys have 5 ki bars, you guys should use Super Saiyan without a doubt, just to get that extra boost in power. So going back to the stats of what we tested with Super Saiyan, and with the Z-Soul and without the Z-Soul, we're going to talk over just the triangle combo. So compared to normal state, we do the same amount of damage, 38-86, I should say. And comparing Super Saiyan 1 with and without, so without we did 42-72, and with the Z-Soul we did 50-49, which is a huge increase because we basically do more damage in our melee than a Super Saiyan 3 does in theirs. So that is basically a 1.18 increase. That's a huge increase in basic, just the basic triangle combo. and you basically do 777 more damage with the Z Soul equipped and being in Super Saiyan 1 state. So moving on to Super Saiyan 2, we did 4467 without the Z Soul, and with the Z Soul we did 5243, and comparing that to each other, that's a 1.17 increase, which is odd just because you would assume you would get more power as a Super Saiyan 2, but there is the already boost that you get from Super Saiyan 2, so it should be okay. So we do 776 more damage than being in regular without. Moving on to Super Saiyan 3, we do 4661 without the Z Soul equipped at all, and with we do 5438. That's a big increase, especially for melee players. So I rounded this up to the, well, I didn't round any of these up just because I wanted this to be more genuine. So the power increase that we get is a 1.1667. Basically, we do 777 more damage in Super Saiyan 3 with the Z Soul equipped, which is really nice. And moving on to comparing Super God Fist and Justice combination with and without, which is, so normal state, obviously it's going to stay the same, which is 1778. That's just for Super God Fist. I'll talk about Justice combination afterwards. So without the Z Soul equipped, we do 1956 without, and compared to with, we do 2134, which is really nice. And the super damage basically is increased by 178, and that is a 1.09 increase in damage. So moving on to Super Saiyan 3, no, not Super Saiyan 3, hold up, keep that for the end. But moving on to Super Saiyan 2, and without the Z Soul, we do 2045 with Super God Fist, and with the Z Soul equipped and being in the state of Super Saiyan 2, we do 2223. So basically 2223, and that is a 1.087 increase in damage. And that's basically you do 178 more damage, which is nice. And moving on to Super Saiyan 3, without the Z Soul we do 2134, and with the Z Soul we do 2312. So looking at the stats, comparing both of them, we can see that the increase is 1.08, and basically you're doing again 178 more damage while being in the state of Super Saiyan 3 with the Z Soul equipped. So moving on to Justice combination. So looking at Justice combination at normal state with nothing active, we do 5926, and in the state of Super Saiyan 1 without the Z Soul we do 6515, and compare that with the Z Soul we do 7112. As I said before, you guys are gonna do the same amount of damage as a Super Saiyan 3 does in this while having this Z Soul on, which is really nice. So if we look at that and compare it, we have a 1.09 increase in percent damage basically, and the actual damage increase in number wise is 597. That's an insane increase. It might not be much to most people, but that's an insane increase. Especially if you're doing PvP or PvE, you need as much DPS as possible. in my opinion at least. So moving on to Super Saiyan 2, without the Z Soul we do 6813. So not a big increase from Super Saiyan 1 without it, but it's something, right? So moving on to with the Z Soul equipped and ready to go and being in a state of Super Saiyan 2, you do 7410. And comparing those, you do 1.087 damage increase. So just remember guys, it's not bad that you do less damage per se, just because you already do get that strike super increase from being in Super Saiyan state. Unless we're talking about like Super Vegeta, but we're not. I'll get into that a bit later. So comparing the two, we get a 1.087 while being in Super Saiyan 2 with the Z Soul, and that's a 597 increase. So basically the same amount if you round it up. Basically you do the same. My calculations might be off slightly, so it might be like a 595 per se. So I'm pretty sure my calculations were correct at the time. I'm sort of second guessing myself, but whatever. So on to Super Saiyan 3 without the Z Soul equipped, we do 7112. So basically the same amount as Super Saiyan 1 with the Z Soul. So comparing that to with the Z Soul and being in the state of Super Saiyan 3, we do 7700. So that's a massive increase just by looking at the numbers. But percentage wise, it is a 1.08 increase, and you do 588 more damage. But once again, don't mind the numbers dropping for the strike supers, just because you do get that bonus with the Super Saiyan chain. So basically Super Saiyan 1 to 3. So you do get that increase. So I've also tested that with just regular future Super Saiyan, you do the same amount of damage as Super Saiyan 3. I'm pretty sure I said that before, but just to clarify if I didn't. You do the same damage, so if you don't have enough key bars to go Super Saiyan 3, I say just equip this Z Soul if you have it, and just go wild, because you're doing the same damage as a Super Saiyan 3. So I've also tested Super Saiyan, no, not Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan, no, fuck, Super Vegeta, god damn it. And that was a bit of a tongue twister. And I was looking at it, I'm like, as you guys know, Super Vegeta is meant for Ki Blast and stuff, but I had to test it just to be sure. And I was right about it doing nothing for anything. Like, you do get that key upgrade, basically, like that key support thing, like, I don't know how to word it, like that boost that you get for key supers and stuff. So if you guys are running the Z Soul, I don't recommend running a Super Vegeta, just because it is useless, even though you are going to get the melee increase, but there is a greater melee increase with Super Saiyan itself. So I would highly recommend just running regular Super Saiyan if you guys are going to run anything with this Super Soul. And the Super Vegeta thing is pointless, honestly. Like, if you're a Ki Blast character, you need a little help in basic. I say there's a little wiggle room, I guess, to put it in a good and kind way, but it's pretty pointless if you want to increase your DPS as much as possible when you are a strike and melee based character, like how my character is. So in case you guys are wondering, if anything. But that is gonna be the video, guys. Thank you guys for watching this 20-minute video. Hopefully you guys weren't that bored. Like, I tried to make sure it was short as possible, but sadly I wasn't able to. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.